Welcome into the ATB Show. We are actually 75% of us are in the beautiful downtown New Hampshire studio.
Wow.
Adam couldn't make it. He was detained. No. Not legally. Well, actually, we don't know. I don't know what you did over the weekend. Adam is in beautiful downtown Connecticut. Corey is here from South Carolina. Who's ringing?
We're ringing already? What is happening?
People? What are we doing?
506.
Oh,
We just started.
I gotta find my iPhone alert. That's what I just got.
You got an iPhone alert?
Yeah, find my iPhone alert.
Somebody's looking for him.
You're going to find your iPhone alert?
I got it right here. I didn't know. I don't know what's happening. All I know is I'm surrounded by dudes and microphones.
What's happening in America? All right,
Sounds like a fantasy world.
So Scotty Dukes is on assignment. He is in Ohio, I believe.
No, he's in Buffalo.
He's in Buffalo
right now.
Buffalo, yeah.
Buffalo right now.
On his way to Ohio.
Going to Ohio for
Right.
the Sitch.
Right.
They're going to the Hall of Fame. So he's on assignment. We'll get that whole story next week. Corey was visiting Maine. Used to be a Machias kid. Look up Machias. That'll be on the quiz next week.
Little dot.
Quarter past nowhere. Yeah, little dot on the shore. It's can we call it Stephen King's muse?
Yes, that's what them.
Every horror book he ever wrote was like, it starts in Machias. So Corey grew up in Maine and then moved to South Carolina, back visiting family in Maine. And then you were like, we should get together. And I'm like, what if we all did the show, as many of us as could get together, and then we'll go get some food. And Rubber Shoes was like, you know what, Joe and Leslie, we're probably going to get Skybox tickets for. We going up to Portland for a baseball game after this, or are we just going right to the restaurant after this? Rubber Shoes.
Just to the restaurant.
No connection with AAA Work Trucks. We are brought to you by Joe and Leslie, our dear friends at AAA Work Trucks. Adam in Connecticut. We've got Corey from South Carolina. What are you drinking, Rubber Shoes? Not a sponsor yet. He comes in. He's like, what do you got in the fridge? Sadly, you got to hold it in front of the camera. Welcome to the show. Oh yeah, those are good.
You do more deal than anybody else. You don't know where to hold the camera.
Yeah, right.
It's a foreign camera.
Yeah.
He's got that 360 camera.
Can we share the picture Scotty sent us of where he is before we get knee deep?
4,000%, you can do it. What I've figured out, Scotty gives me so much crap. He's like, how can you not share your screen? I don't know over here as the person how to share my screen, but it's very intuitive on your end. So I will sacrifice myself. I will fall with your sword.
Please do it. Very quickly. It's just funny because they went to see the stadium in Buffalo, which I forget what Ralph Waldo was.
You got to zoom that out, I guess, or something.
Zoom it out.
Can you make that bigger?
Poo on it.
Just like throwing right at him. Just ask him. Make it a little bit bigger.
As big as he's at.
Over the whole thing.
Make it a little bit
I don't know
bigger.
why. Can I make it bigger? Is that better?
Oh, there you go. Zoom. Yeah, go. Yeah. Is he Dumposaurus Rex?
That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Is he pumping on the buffalo?
Flops.
Yeah, I think so. I'm surprised he's not bare cheeking it.
He might get some on his feet.
He got his his toes manicured. It looked like.
Yeah, he's flip-flopping.
Yeah, it does look
He's
like he had a
flip-flopping. He's in dad mode. Hard dad mode. This is like one of those memes that you see on TikTok where like the Home
Isn't
Depot
that how you
music's
dress
playing.
up in Maine?
That is pretty much how you dress.
Yeah.
It's all the snow comes.
For court, you definitely want open toe shoes for court. Yes. Perfect. All right. Love that check-in. No, we're going here. We're back.
There we are. Yep. Good.
So, that's our plan. We're going to talk about the things that we talk about this week. We'll get Scotty back next week. Then we're going to get...
I'm Uncle Dukes.
Oh, I haven't even changed that.
I like that.
I'm not...
I can say whatever I want.
Professional running this show. What is happening?
I'm going to say whatever I want.
How much does he get paid to be at the helm of this show?
It's not great. Dude, the fact that we wired this all together...
is impressive. It's impressive.
It's not bad.
I really wish you had a camera in the corners and you could just kind of pan to those so everybody could see.
Oh, like a trail cam?
The
Like
impressiveness of
the impressive.
It is quite impressive.
What's happening?
It is quite impressive.
Why? What are you picking on? Talk to me.
I'm not picking on anything. I'm serious. You got a refrigerator in here. You've got 1, 2.
It's a wonder he ever goes home.
5, 6, 7 microphones that I can see.
Well, I got mine. There's one up on the high top.
Yeah.
Just like the ones you guys have.
I carried the one.
Yep. I carried the one.
7. I see 7 also.
All right.
Oh, we got booze over here.
Yeah, he gave me this piece of crap. And
Dude, you can. Oh, do you want hard stuff?
Oh, Rubber Shoes is so angry.
I want to go home
Yeah,
tonight.
what is taking
Bring
place?
your own, dude. When Scotty came to the Portsmouth studio, he brought everybody beer. I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, Scotty Marshall with lunches all
give me
around.
whatever the hell you got, Timmy.
Yeah, Rubber Shoes comes in and gets all hot and bothered because I only had like a blueberry sunshine for him.
I rolled in with like 30 seconds left. This
got
brings Timmy back in memories when I'd show up for my shift. I'm like 2 minutes out, Timmy. God, you're gonna miss the first break. That's all right. Just sweep through it.
Just sweep through it.
Tell me I'm
lying.
lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Play a liner, and I'll never forget when we first met. So Corey and I meet at the we called it the Downing Court Motor Inn.
Yep.
It was the original ERZ studios in Exeter. And my first night that I meet Corey, it's I'm doing a weekend overnight. And he's doing like the
glory days.
He's doing like I was actually coming in to produce the club show, right? So Corey was finishing the last shift before Dugan was like ripping it up at what was say it? It's in Dover. It used to be next to the bowling alley.
Yeah, was it Plum Crazy?
No,
Plum Crazy.
No. There was a place in Dover next to the bowling alley that sounded like a volcano. What am I thinking of? What am I
don't mind.
Yeah, Peter Lee. Peter Lee was the guy who was the manager there.
Shady guys.
We could call Dugan.
I'm sure they were a big ERZ advertiser at the time.
Yeah, and this is what I do. I make fun of ERZ advertisers, but I won't be here next week. That's how we end the show. That's how we wrap the show. And I'll never forget, Corey comes in, and he's got like, I don't know, a Bumblin Farms or something. I'm not going to use their real name because they're not a sponsor yet. Bumblin Farms back, and it's just full of just his girlfriend, Little Debbie's, just riddled with Little Debbie's. And I said it to you then, and I will say it. I'll say it always for Corey because he's always kept it off. I'm like, you are the fattest skinny kid I know. And he's just mainlining Little Debbie's.
It was a 2-liter Mountain Dew bottle, right? And everything that Little Debbie made back
Swiss
then.
rolls, the Christmas tree cakes.
Swiss rolls, man.
Yeah. And he was eating the Christmas tree cakes. And mind you, I started in March of '98, so I don't know how he still had a stock of those. Must have been dating somebody at the Debbie.
The truck would just stop.
Oh my God, unbelievable!
Why, Little Debbie's not around anymore?
She's around.
oh
Yeah,
She's around.
kicking
Oh, she
What do
is.
you mean?
God bless her.
She's around.
Yeah, of course she is. She's around.
We and I had
Rubber Shoes is like, what kind of Little Debbie you got around here? You got any Little Debbie?
I'm jealous of his sneakers.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're your colors.
Well, you gotta kick those off. Nobody can see. We're talking about stuff that's not on.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Boom.
Oh.
Are those North Kakalaka?
Yep.
Okay. Are they branded? Did you have those done too?
No. I almost wore those today.
The Easy Cares?
Those are so nice.
You should have. Why
For
didn't
the
you?
money, those are cheap. Like $130 for the shoes, $160 to get them customized. We could have ATB custom
$300 on your feet.
We could.
Yeah.
We could.
So that's you just give them plain white ones, and
Yeah.
they.
It's super cheap.
I already have a pair of
Rubber
plain
Shoes
white
is into it.
ones.
Yeah.
All right.
Rubber Shoes already is turning it. He's like, I'm going to reach out to that guy.
Yeah.
Rubber Shoes is going to see if they'll paint them to look like Crocs, I think is what he's going to try.
They're not a sponsor yet, but Modified Kicks.
Modified.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I like that. All right.
there's still time. There's still time. What are we getting into? What do we want to talk about first?
There's so much stuff to talk about.
So much to talk about. Well, let it rip.
You got what? USA scrimmage yesterday with Cooper Flag torching everybody. You got the sale of
Torching everybody? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Let's bump the brakes a little bit.
Come on, dude.
Torching everybody?
He was pretty impressive.
Impressive,
Bronny.
yes, but I wouldn't say torching everybody.
Better than Bronny's 4 points.
Did you guys watch it?
No.
I watched a little bit of it. I mean, he played well.
I'm on vacation, so I watched the whole thing.
Of course you did.
I was going to watch the rewind of it, but I didn't stay up late enough. I had to go to sleep. But yeah, I mean, I think the off season's looking really good, right? I mean, they've
signed everyone.
They've signed everybody, right? I'd give them an A+ on the off season so far. They've won that, right? Have you guys been following this? The sale of the Celtics, where that's going?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's your take on it, Adam? I've been dying to ask you that question all week.
I don't know. I think that I think. Well, first of all, I think Wick's dad is just I hate to say it, but he's old, and they really this family planning thing that they're claiming is the reason. And I think it's a little bit of that, but mostly. They bought it for what, 400 million. Now it's like 5 billion or 6 billion is the valuation at this point. So most people would cash out. You've gotten 2 championships, and you can basically quadruple your money or even more. I think I'm still of the feeling that Pags is the leading candidate for it. I know Rubber Shoes had pointed out. I think that Pags has to cobble together a little bit extra money than his net worth is, but.
Yeah, I think his
he tried to
5 million
around there.
Yeah. 5 billion. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but that's billion. Yeah, he's gonna have
it is
to
$1 billion. I thought it was $1 million.
Yeah, no, it's billion. But he's gonna have to buy something that's worth about that amount.
Right. So you can't completely
cash
out.
5 billion, but he needs to buy them out for about. Probably about 3 or 4 billion. He's gonna have to buy them out for.
And he tried to buy the Nets a few years ago when what's his face Joe Tsai snuck in there and bought it. The Nets would have been such a better investment. Well, I don't want to say a better investment. It's hard. It's incredible to believe that the Celtics are worth over $5 billion and they don't even own their building.
I know.
Which is unbelievable. So just the brand of the team is worth $5 billion, which is insane to think. But I think he's the front runner. I've heard like Bezos has been thrown around a little bit. I almost like burn my stuff if Bezos bought the team. I hate that guy. I can't stand him. So
I am very interested in if they decide to get their own arena.
I think that's the big thing that I've heard is they want their own arena. I think it's going to be closer to Adams Hood than in town Boston.
Oh really?
Oh, you think so? Really?
They want to do that state of the art stuff. I wonder
not a lot of room in Boston.
I wonder if they're going to structure it like the Mavericks did, right? Look what Cuban did, right? He sold his, and he's still the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
He gets to make decisions. Now they can overturn him if they want to, but I don't think. I think there's an agreement in there, like a wink, wink, and a HUD, nudge there that they're not going to. They're just there to make the play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, Wick stays the face of the team after all said and done.
I think they have what they've put out is that he would be the governor until 2028, which is right around the time that some of these contracts are ending. So get out while the getting's good, I guess. But
there's even a play where he would not necessarily be out. Just Dad's going to get his money,
right?
And he would stay in the conversation.
Well, he owns 2%.
Wick does.
Wick does. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the timing was a little curious. I mean, you go out on top, you win the championship, and then literally days later, he's talking about that. He's announcing the sale. That to me was a little curious, but I mean, it is what it is. They're going to have a huge nut to pay out in all these contracts that they've signed. I think I read it was like $900-something million just in salaries for their top 5 guys. Over the course of the next few years. So, it's not like a small investment to bring all these guys back and, run it back for a second time. So, I'm happy they did that, obviously, but I think if you're going to, sell the team, now's the time to do it so you don't have to outlay a lot of that cash and you can take advantage of the valuation because realistically, I don't know if the valuation gets any higher than it is now. Honestly,
they win 6 in a row. That's
Yeah.
What are they worth?
Well, if they win 6 in a row.
Even if they win 2, though,
I don't think the valuation goes up.
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
You got people out there predicting they're going to win 6 in a row.
Really?
Yeah,
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. I mean, what I understand with this whole sale is that is to set up his family just in case something ever happens to his father, right?
Yeah. He's in his 90s.
Yeah, but he's still teaching.
Yeah.
I heard that, and I was like, wow, this guy is... no one knows what he looks like. He's like the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Six is a reach. I think. I mean, Porzingis. I know Porzingis is still relatively young. I mean, I don't even think he's in his 30s yet. But the injury history. I mean, we got a good year out of him last year. But really, every time he comes down from a rebound, I'm like holding my breath.
You sound like what I talked about with Walton.
What's that?
Got one good year out of him. Now he's
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Walton, we got one good year out of, and then he was, injured for the rest. Like Walton's one of those guys that probably should have won 4 or 5 championships, and his injury status didn't lead him to getting those chips. So I don't know. Porzingis is news coming out of Team USA was Tatum's new haircut. Honestly, that was big
You
news
guys
for
got
me.
it back. Sorry.
got it.
Yeah.
I'm fooling with stuff over here, Adam. Don't mind me.
Timmy's
No, please do your thing. Do your thing. If you want to put like a cat head on me, that's fine. I'm good.
So we can move on to the next topic, right? What is your dream scenario, guys, of who buys this team? And what you want it to be a local guy? You want it to be?
Well, I wouldn't mind if Encore was part of it and they built by the casino right down there, and although it's a kind of a bad area in Everett, but if they could do something there, I just want them to stay in Boston. Like if they build a new stadium or arena.
Like when you say that you think they'd be closer to my neck of the woods, you're talking outside of Mass, or?
See, I don't want them to be like the Patriots where they're in Foxborough, not.
I mean, I'm just thinking room. If they're going to build this massive thing, right? Like you've got these new stadiums where it's amazing seating, right? No matter there's no bad seat in the house, and then you've got, wall to wall TVs that you're just looking around going, holy cow.
So I think it's
it's insane.
Over the last week, someone came up with a pretty decent idea. Like everyone's thinking you need land, but if they built on top of something that's already existent, like they were talking at South Station, because they've already started to do like commercial stuff above South Station. If you could build an arena above that,
and go up.
Yeah. So that's what they're like. You got to think outside of the box, because there's no land available in Boston. So you got to think of how can we build on top of an existing plan.
What if they build a floating stadium in Boston Harbor? Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be awesome.
You got traffic.
That would be incredible.
I know.
Live from the deck boat, everybody.
Are we there every day?
They'll
every
call
game?
it the quack.
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife's definitely not going to a game then, because she'd have to take a Dramamine just to get to
Live from the Bill.
What? When did the old Boston Garden get demolished? Was that in the late 90s?
Early.
I think
Early.
90.
Early 90s.
First year.
Oh, 95, the new garden opened.
We had
this conversation
last week. I get yelled at.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
not yelling at you, but I was just like, the Celtics have to play in the garden. And he's like, grandma over here started wagging her cane at the clouds. Got very
Wait, Rubber Shoes, you don't think it should be called the garden? Or you don't care?
But he was getting sentimental, but it's not the actual garden anymore. They knocked that down and built up something else. It was originally called the Fleet Center, and then the Shaman Center, and then TD Bank Garden, and now the TD Garden, So
yeah, I get that. I get that point. You do have to. I do like sentimentality. I mean, even though Fenway Park is like the most uncomfortable stadium to go to ever, for anybody that's over like 5'5" tall, it's still one of the best places to go see a baseball game, even though it's super uncomfortable. So I understand the sentimentality of it. It's just crazy to me that it only takes 30 years for these stadiums to become obsolete. It's incredible. You'd think that they would have some foresight as to what they wanted.
This is their third stadium since county.
Yeah. Who did?
I've been to the Atlanta stadium. There isn't a bad seat in the house, and obviously they stink, so the tickets are really cheap.
Because they built one for the Olympics when they were there, and then one since then.
Yep.
The Omni.
Yep, they keep throwing them together. I'm going to point something out real quick. Last time we did a show in my office, it wasn't summer, so Corey's going to get a sunburn on his last day of vacation.
This sounds like this feels like the time you took me to the Patriots and we sat next to Jesus, and from here over it was a sunburn. From here over, I was white. Well, I was like, what happened?
Well, listen, let me say this concerning that. There was a few minutes ago when you guys lost audio. It's because our executive producer Bentley Lane, Chelmsford, Mass. Thank you. Checked in and let me know that there was echoing coming from Connecticut. So going back into the tools, I enacted the echo cancellation because that's a little button that I have. That's
Is it better now?
It was reprocessing. We're hearing.
Can we have hair and makeup cover up this window?
We're hearing from producers that we are back on track. And
excellent.
But we did have some echoing earlier. So now that we've sort of pulled the horse into the middle of the road and we're beating it with a stick, do we want to slide you into the shade, Corey? We can do that. No, I'm like, literally, you can move over to this chair and we can just move the camera if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. No? All right,
this is a good talking point, right?
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah.
Everyone's seen it.
Rubber Shoes looks like a suspect from Dateline. You look at, yeah.
Rubber Shoes, all you gotta do is smile. We can find it.
It's like, it's like when the microwave's starting to go, oh, no, you got to move it to the side. Put it on the edge. One end of the burrito is going to be scalded. The other end is going to be frosty. Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, look at Corey. God bless him. So I apologize.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Well,
no, stay in the shade. Then we can actually see your face. There you go. It's probably not super comfortable, but
so good looking. So much.
That's a $4,000 mic arm. You can just slide it right over. I'm sure it moves left and right.
This one's $299.
Oh, that's the cheap one. Okay.
I had a, as Janina would say, I had a coupon. A coupon. No, honestly, my rep from Sweetwater called and he's like,
buy 3 microphones, get a mic arm free.
He's got a rep. Of course he does.
My rep from Sweetwater reached out and he's just like, he goes, you got some credits here, Timmy. I'm like, oh, all right. What
can I use for that?
I'm like, I want some nice boom arms.
Hook me up.
So you guys can sit in comfy chairs, and here we are.
Listen, Jimmy. I've only bought 8 microphones from you this year. I better get something
not
good.
That bad. He just did a head count. It's not that bad.
I think that was money well spent, unlike the coupon you get for your putter.
Ooh. Oh,
are we gonna go
shots fired?
Are we gonna turn this into a national presidential debate and talk about?
My handicap is 6.
I am the handicap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. Billy makes a great point. I got my new putter last fall, and it was great last fall. I was putting well. I was pacing well, Billy. I wasn't hitting perfectly. It was pacing well. It's been a rough start, but we're back on track-ish. But yes, I don't deserve my putter. Thank you, Scotty Cameron. Not a sponsor.
How many tournaments have you played in where you dropped marshmallows on the green since the start of the season?
Just the one.
Just the one.
I'm definitely using that the next tournament I play.
That's amazing. It's the best.
Yeah, they were worked up to say the least. Although some cool news actually. So you guys know we've been connected to my dear friend Chris in Stratford has like the race team. We trail raced and mountain biked and all that stuff back in my Svelter days. And we took over the Kingman Farm Trail race. We've been doing it for years, and it's coming up at the end of the month. It's at Kingman Farm in Durham. It's a like 3.8 mile trail race, and we do it, and all the profit goes to the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation. And he and I were talking because he's leaning way back into golf. He goes, I think we sunset the trail race and we start a golf tournament. So that's so this will be the last trail race at the end of the month, and then next springish probably there's going to be a golf tournament to benefit juvenile diabetes and autism, maybe both. I don't know what we're going to do, but that'll be next
cool.
You need sponsors.
I mean, sometimes you got to do it.
Well, I'll be looking for sponsors. Of course I will. Yes.
Make sure you
call. Of course we will.
I'm sure Sweetwater will throw in a few microphones for the gift bags.
Yeah, they're going to call Timmy. Do you need any more microphones? Yeah. Nope, we're good.
Silent auction item. Timmy's $1 million mic arm.
It does its job. You're jealous. You love it.
I am 100% jealous. Absolutely.
Jealous.
It's my
100%
favoriteest. It's my favorite. Then the thing is,
amazing.
When this happened, I got it. And I'm just like, I really love this, and it's ridiculous. But I spend more time.
It looks great.
It does look great. It looks great.
Yes, thank God. I spend more time sitting back here on this thing during the week than anywhere else. So it's and it's perfect. See, I can go to the wall with my chair and pull this all the way back, and it's still here. We're still.
Do you spend like 90% of your day on camera?
Sweat.
A pretty good portion of it, yeah, dude.
Oh, you do? Okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like today, I probably had of my Of all the one-on-ones, I'd say the bulk of them were online. I probably had 2 or 3 people in office because of our footprint. It's just easier to Zoom.
Yeah,
So
that
it is
makes
what it
sense.
is.
It probably
Yep.
opens up with all I want to do is Zoom a Zoom.
It might, or it doesn't, or it doesn't. So let me ask you about Cooper Flagg, because everybody's worked up about him. And is it like, do you think? And I know he's prolific. Is he going to be like the suck for luck? Like, are people going to absolutely just toss
I
this
don't think
coming
he's
season?
transcending. Like, I don't think they're going to do what they did for luck.
Is somebody going to light themselves on fire for him though? Do you think? Is he that kind of a player?
I've watched him play in a tournament. It was a 2-day tournament in Greenville, South Carolina.
Mhm.
And I was left with like, he was okay.
Mm.
Like he had some plays, right? But not what I watched yesterday. What I watched yesterday, I was like, wow, where has this guy been? I don't know.
Well, I think sometimes they get up for, if they're going to play against NBA guys, they get up for it.
He was up. Like you could tell he made Anthony Davis look bad, made some misses, right?
That's not that hard.
But no, all right. I tried to say it
I'm
in a
just
serious
joking.
space, right? But I thought he looked really good. I'm excited because this year Duke is going to be in Clemson, and I have season tickets to the Clemson men's basketball. So
that's amazing. That'll be fun.
Going to that game, right?
Yep.
We didn't have Duke in Clemson last year. We went there, got robbed because the refs decided they must have bet on Duke, so they wanted to make Duke win.
So they only play they don't play one game in each place.
No, with the rotation, it's super goofy.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you this, and I know Corey knows this, and obviously it's a different brand at Clemson. The most unenjoyable games at Chestnut Hill University are when the big dogs are coming to town, because
everybody
everybody goes there.
Everybody finds their Duke T-shirt.
Yeah.
And
right.
Because we had, while the boys were in school, we had BC basketball season tickets, and we would be sitting in our seats and we're just like, it's just surrounded. It's just surrounded. It's like me and 4 other guys, and then the rest of it's just UNC or Duke or whatever. I'm just like, Cal gonna take me away.
It was 2 years ago. I had season tickets. It was the first year Duke came to Clemson when I had my season tickets. I ended up selling them because I couldn't make the game.
Mm-hmm.
I made more money selling those 2 tickets.
Wow.
I paid for my whole season.
Yeah, sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's a good time.
So I'm definitely going to that game. I'd like to see what his college season looked like. I don't know if they're gonna everyone's gonna tank for Cooper Flagg. I had a chance to meet his family that weekend that he was in Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really interesting their whole take, what they've done for him. Right, they've moved all over the place just for him, which I thought was really interesting. And she talked about her time at UMaine, right? She was a basketball star at UMaine back in the day.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of horsepower behind him, and his family's there every step of the way. And even his brother he's a decent player.
But it's tougher to suck in the NBA because of the ping pong balls. You're not guaranteed just because you come in last place that year, and that's the reason why they did it. So so teams wouldn't do that you still have a decent chance if you're the worst team, but it's not guaranteed.
Well, and it's tough. You don't want to throw your energy because you want to focus on that in-season tournament. I know that's very important. A certain team,
very important.
Very important. So you definitely want to make sure that works out.
That in-season tournament loss last year really diminishes at Banner 18 for us.
I mean,
it was really tough.
Being the first one ever, it's just that's going on my mantle.
I saw the greatest meme on the socials in the last few days, and one of the first image is Tatum holding up Deuce, and then the second image is it's as if the Lakers win in 2025, and it's him holding up
Bronny.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, that kid, listening to him talk and stuff like that, he sounds really. He's got his head on his shoulders. He really does have the best intentions. He's not like just riding daddy's coattails, right?
Yep.
I'd love to see.
Did you see him get blocked? Well, I guess they called it a foul, but it was pretty clean block in his summer league game. Did you see that?
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, he got smoked. He went for a LeBron-esque dunk, and he just got from behind.
And Bryce is the other one, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get Bryce. That would really amp up the rivalry.
Was better, yes.
I mean, he's still pretty good. I mean, the guy just had a cardiac arrest like a year ago.
Yeah.
Look at him now.
But it's so one of his teammates was undrafted and he averaged 16.5 points a game, and Bronny averaged like 4.2.
Yeah.
I think it was 4.8, but
Yeah.
Splitting hairs at that point.
Yeah. It's like
Rubbish is still pissed.
they were
I can
showing
tell you're still
the
pissed.
guy who got picked 55th from last year got a 2-way contract worth like $580,000, and he gets signed for like multi-million-dollar contract. Yeah.
It's and Braun took a pay cut, right? That was a whole big thing.
Well, I wonder where he got that blueprint. Take less money so the team around you can.
Well, he didn't take that much.
Somebody write that down.
And so
he took enough to sign Bronny.
He had an interview on ESPN, of course.
Well, if they didn't sign Bronny, he was going to Australia, as everyone knows.
He took less so they could go out in the open market and sign some people. And like, you guys didn't sign anyone. It's like, yeah, because no one wants to go to that shit show.
Yeah.
This is the real question. Will New England fans be as up in arms about Bronny going to the Lakers when Tom Brady's son goes to the Raiders while Tom Brady's an owner when he comes out of college?
His sons even play sports?
Yeah, his son is a really good high school quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, is Jack playing? Really?
Jack is playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Jack is pretty good.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's one thing to take the kid with the how far do they go? What's Mr. Irrelevant?
256.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Something like that.
199.
Yeah. But when in NBA you get 2 rounds, that's it. And taking him in the second round, he's definitely not a second round pick.
I mean, he definitely took a pick away from somebody else, right?
Yeah.
They could have signed him but they had to draft him.
Right.
They could have signed
He
him.
had to hear his name. They needed the social media content. They needed it all.
God.
That doesn't make any sense.
Just when I don't think I hate him that much, he just goes and does more stuff that it's like, this guy is just he is so about himself. It's unbelievable.
Is it?
He's got his own network.
Are you torn because you're annoyed with somebody that's wearing your colors?
Oh, I stopped being a Lakers fan when Kobe was in the hotel with the girl.
Oh, that was a 2003.
Oh.
Wow.
You stopped being a fan because of off-court stuff?
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right. That's very noble of you, Rubber Shoes.
Yeah. I've come back around on Kobe, but back then I was like, yeah, that's not cool. And
Kobe's indiscretion in Colorado is why you're no longer a Laker fan?
Yeah.
That is a fucking 40 for 40. Never mind 30 for 30. We need more time. What are we doing?
Do you have a couch in here?
Yeah. If you put those 2 chairs together, Corey.
That's a couch?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's the pedal? Doc Hollywood, where are you?
Oh, my God.
Dude, I love you so much.
You do not want to get inside here.
No.
That's true. That's very true.
Honestly, like I feel, and just based on rage, I'll be gone before you. But like, if you were gone before me, and we're like, we got to have the brain for CTE, like, because
100%.
Definitely, you definitely took a couple of knocks at some point.
You don't think Magic had some indiscretions? I mean, let's be real about it.
Well,
like, not to disparage Magic. I love Magic, but
they had a little boom rooms down.
That's right.
This is a Coco Cabana.
But I think the Kobe thing, when it first came out, was more rape type thing than
you're right.
Yeah,
no,
that's why.
Oh, I don't mean to. Yes, I don't mean to belittle it or anything.
Oh no, I
minimize it. Minimize it.
Oh no,
yes.
I cried for days when Magic said he had. Oh wait, was it AIDS or the HIV? He didn't have full blown AIDS. He had HIV at first. Yeah, that hurt.
Oh, that brought the show down a little bit.
Yeah, all right, let's pick it back up. Pedro doesn't expect.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because I never get a chance.
Pedro,
I never get.
Pedro right now said it.
Pedro right now said he could strike out Judge.
Probably because Cutter Crawford just struck him out this weekend. So,
wow,
I love that.
Well, I wanted to ask. So I don't really follow the Red Sox or the Bruins generally. I used to follow the Red Sox all the time, but I don't generally follow them anymore. Are they like all of a sudden super fun? Like what happened?
They're
At
winning
the beginning of the
ownership.
season, Rubber Shoes was wearing Dodgers gear,
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden they're super fun.
they're fun. They're very likable, but
Yeah.
it's still like I still won't buy tickets to a game because it's promoting the
Well, because you
ownership
get them
not doing
every
it.
once in a while.
Yeah, I get to go for free.
Right. That's why you don't buy them, not because
He doesn't pay for
you don't believe in them.
Yeah. So we have 3 All-Stars. That was
Yeah.
great. That Jaron Duran got it. He was they announced it right before the game, and he's like, I was just told, and I got to go do batting practice. I didn't even get to call home and tell anyone yet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really good for him. And
They beat the Yankees. What was it, yesterday?
Yep, they beat them 2 out of 3. They beat them Friday and Sunday.
See, that's what makes it. Now everyone's paying attention, right?
Yep.
What?
Yep. 100%.
10 games back.
So I think they're 5 or 5.5 behind the Yankees for second place.
All right.
Which 4.5 behind the Yankees. The Yankees are 3 back from Baltimore. Yep.
The Yankees are the first wild card spot right now, and the Red Sox are third wild card spot. I think a game and a half ahead of Kansas City, which they will play this weekend.
Timmy, where do you stand on this? Because you generally like them to be slumping going into the All-Star break, and doesn't seem to be the position that they're in currently.
I think it's more important we find
Dial
out.
is not in service. Please check the number and dial again.
Oh my
Or
God.
dial 611
Accurate.
for customer
Who are you
assistance.
calling?
Message DE4.
What is happening?
Is this the emergency alert system?
Hang on.
Who are you calling?
And all these emails saying, "Find my phone."
It's working.
We're calling Shirl. We're calling Shirl. It
doesn't seem to be.
Hello?
So you got to turn the audio down on your iPad, Shirl.
Dial is not in service.
Timothy, I did. Then I can't hear Corey.
You can't hear Corey.
This is the first appearance for Shirl on ATB.
What are you doing? You got to turn the volume down on your iPad, Shirl.
Who are you calling?
Oh my God.
We're like 25 seconds behind.
Oh,
This
oh.
Just throw it into the yard.
I can't believe you're doing this.
We're doing this.
believe
Oh my
it.
God.
You still need to
I
turn
love
down the sound on
watching
your
all you
iPad.
boys.
Shirl, you have to turn
Oh,
down
it's
the
very
sound on your
sweet.
iPad.
That's very sweet.
Throw it in the yard.
It's still on.
Walk
Honest to
away.
God,
You got to turn the
No,
volume down. This
then
is
I
what
can't hear Corey and Rubber Shoes.
What is she
you
doing?
can. You
Oh my
you
God.
can't
All
hear
right.
anybody else, Shirl?
Let's hang up.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
You're
she-
embarrassing me. I'm still here.
Okay, all right, okay.
Timothy, she
All
needs
right.
to watch a spring training game she recorded.
Oh, jeez. I'm not answering the next time.
All right, love
All
you.
right. I love
Bye.
you, boys. Bye. Toodles.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was magic.
I
was
love
absolute
her.
magic.
I love
She
her.
4,000
I love her.
could hear you. She just needed
Yeah.
to turn everything
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I also didn't really prep her for that.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait until next Christmas to visit children.
There was an incident.
That's gonna be that's gonna be.
First time, long time.
Oh my
Just when I
God.
thought the sun was going down, it comes back.
That was amazing.
Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. What were you asking me about?
Red Sox slipping into the All-Star break.
I was thinking about this because we were having this conversation. Without fail, you know my feelings. We are ramped up going into
Yes.
the break, and
Terrible.
the Yankees are on the struggle bus. We're like 11-3 and 3-11, right? I think
Yep,
is
something
actually
like
the
that,
split
yep.
in the last 14, and
Yep.
that's an absolute horror show. I don't love this at all. I love what's happening. I was going to bring in
Yeah.
Shirl because Shirl was very excited. Obviously that things are going well, and I'm happy. And we were having this conversation. I talked to her the other day. And we were having this very conversation that it's what's so frustrating about this happening, even though it's good for the team, is you've got John Henry and Breslow and maybe some people sitting back saying, see, it all worked out. And now, without fail, like things are clicking. That's good, sort of. And this is the reason they should do something at the break at the end of the month. They do need to add, and Rubbish is already shaking his head because he knows the answer. But like, they should add to this.
Yeah.
They should.
Who do they add?
This team, and this now they have the last handful of years where they could have done something or been buyers or sellers, because just do something, and now they have a team that they could complement and actually up the ante and really get into the race, not just the wild card race, but the race. And they're probably going to sit on their hands because they don't want to mess with the juju. And that's why, and always, this is always my feeling. If we're ramped up going into the break, we're going to come out the other side like shit, and vice versa. So I don't love that they're going in with momentum. I want them to, get their groove on the other side of it. If they keep the groove, great. But I don't love the fact that they're going in hot, and it's going to probably cool off, because historically that's always been the case.
What say you, Rubber Shoes?
Well, so the last 2 years, they've been kind of in the same place where they've been either in the last wild card spot or close to it. And the players and the coach wanted them to do something, and they didn't do anything. And then after that, it was like the players said, "Oh, you don't have any faith in us," and they just kind of tanked after. So I think just to give a moral boost to the team, saying that we believe in you, you got to do something. But I don't think they're going to do anything because, one, Breslow doesn't want Cora back. So if he does something and they end up doing well, it's going to kind of be hard to move on from Cora after this season. So that's
so what do they got to do though? Like, what's the move?
They need and they see, this is the thing. They got this whole thing. They got Casas that's going to be coming off the DL or the IL now, and they need pitching. Pitching's their biggest thing because so for about a month they were without a fifth starter, and they were going with the bullpen day, which is hard to do if you have one of your pitchers slip up and you have to use a lot of bullpen guys in their start. It's hard to have a day where you're using all of the bullpen. So they need to shore up their starting pitching. And I swear Weissert is a Yankee plant, because he used to play for them, and he sucks. Every time he's in, I'm like, this guy's doing this on purpose.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I love it.
A plant.
Yeah. Every time we get a Yankee and he like sucks, it's like, is he doing this on purpose?
I wonder if they think the same thing when they get a Red Sox player.
Yeah.
Fans think that they're a plant.
What I think is funny is, like, none of these guys give two craps. You know, I mean, like, this guy's from like Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's like, yeah, I don't care. I could care less. I'm a Red Sox.
Go out and get Sale from Atlanta. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I think he has the best record in the
That
National
is the
League,
most annoying thing ever, isn't it? Isn't it?
He walks out to LL Cool J. Don't call it a comeback.
But
he
was just replaced in the All-Star game. Do you know if that was because of injury or
Fell off his bike.
he just doesn't want to?
He doesn't want
The extra wear and tear.
Yeah. He's a little dicey. Looks like Devers is not going to the All-Star break either.
Oh, he isn't?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he's a little banged up.
Oh boy.
No, I like that though. You know, rest.
Stay back, stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's the move if they were to make a move, which they won't? What would the move be, Rubber Shoes?
That's the thing. I was gonna do prep on this because I knew this was gonna be the question.
Oh,
no idea what's out there. So that's another thing too with the way that the third wild card. There's so many teams that are still right
in the mix. Yeah,
right. It's still another month. It's like you don't know. Like they're still in it. You know, a couple games out of it right now. Those teams might be going for stuff. So the price is going to be very high. There's going to be more buyers than sellers. So I don't know what's available. Sorry.
That's all right. He's going to blame it on the drive time. If I didn't have to drive to your
Surely would have the answers.
What makes me wonder though is there was some controversy over what was for dinner tonight. and I'm curious where you guys landed on dinner. Rubber shoes.
Yeah. Actually, there's Pete Alonso for the Mets has been sprinkled out there as
there it is.
possible. That's the only one I can remember.
Okay. All right.
We are going to Tokyo Saigon.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
We're gonna go eat
delicious.
that fish. Yeah.
But why? So what was the controversy though? I didn't really understand that you couldn't do certain restaurants.
No. So when I go to a Chinese food restaurant, I eat from the appetizer menu.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that. Like this place has Japanese, Vietnamese,
capital
and,
V,
like,
everything. It's a Pan Asian restaurant. Everything.
So what did they say? Fenway South. I live in Vietnamese East or West.
Oh, it's Vietnam now. I thought it was Cambodia when I was growing up.
Well, it's
William
Francis
everything. Corey. I thought he was Irish.
Everything.
No, I'm Vietnamese.
There is right outside the fire station I live that I work at. There's 5 or 6 Asian not like takeout places.
My favorite is the one down by Wendy's, dude. Wasong.
Oh, I love that.
So
I can
dope.
eat there.
So
I
dope.
can't eat at any of these other places because it's all like Vietnamese and
Asian
Cambodian, and I can't eat that stuff.
No.
I have tried. I've had so many of my friends on the fire department say, "Oh, you got to try this," and I've tried everything, and I just can't stomach it.
How does it get? It gets rambunctious?
I think it's the fish sauce that I don't like.
Better than lobster sauce.
Oh, I can already smell it.
Corey's like, so can we go to Wendy's now? Because he just ruined Asian for me today.
You can't ruin Asian for me, bro.
No. Corey and I would go to Saugus and eat the burnt timbers of Kowloon before I'd eat somewhere else.
We have
Are you eating burnt wood?
Faux restaurants everywhere, and I've had
faux restaurants.
Look really good. You know, this big
not FAUX
bowl of noodles and stuff. It looks really good, but yeah, I just can't. I can't get past the something that they put in there.
So, according to Yahoo Sports, they have those 5 pitchers at the Red Sox.
I thought I was looking at the menu.
Looking at it. No, I did, but then I wanted to help out.
So excited.
I wanted to help out my rubber shoes over here.
According to Yahoo Sports,
You
the
think those are-
lo mein is delicious.
I can only say one of the names. Like I don't, the other 3, I have no idea.
No idea. We should call Alex.
Nathan Evaldi. Have we heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Uh-huh.
That was the one I couldn't pronounce.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, see if we can get Alex on the horn.
Actually, we played against him a couple weeks ago.
Yoshi, not gonna work here no more.
Zach Eflin, that would be good because that's Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is definitely blowing it up because they have been horrible.
Did you say Zach Efron? What?
No, Zach
He's got a nice stomach.
Eflin.
Okay.
Eflin.
Okay. It's like, is he done with that movie?
Tyler Anderson. I don't know much about the Angels right now, and Jesus Luzardo from Miami Marlins, which Miami Marlins are like the worst team in baseball. So I don't know how good he can be.
Wow.
Hey, maybe he's just playing down to his.
Yeah.
You just never know. You can get him real cheap. Get that Red Sox? You can get him real cheap.
Yeah.
Don't
That's a Red Sox special.
Don't get excited.
So that was one question I was going to ask.
The train leaves Cleveland.
Oh, this is? I'm going to open this up to the floor. Who is the biggest threat in the NBA for the Celtics in the East?
Oh, back to the Celtics. All right.
I had to ask that question earlier, and I forgot because we got talking about the sun going down.
I think
The Knicks.
I think people are going to be surprised that Hartenstein going away is going to leave a real hole for them.
It's a big deal.
Okay.
Like they're thinking about giving up a 1st-round draft pick for Kessler for Utah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They need him. They need somebody in the middle. They got nobody big.
I think by default it might be the 76ers.
Really?
But I'm not.
I was going to say. I think it's the Philly. I think it's
They're
Philly.
not gonna be- still trusting the
They're not going to be
process?
healthy.
That's
Right.
I know, but on paper they're probably the biggest threat. But yeah, George and Embiid are notorious injury list guys. So
Yeah, I'm
gonna go out on I'm gonna go a zag here and say that the Cavs take a leap, and I think they unlocked a little something in the playoffs, even though we beat them 4-1. I think they take a leap, and with Mitchell secured and not like questioning whether he's going to be there anymore, I think they take a leap in there. Maybe a 3 seed.
they need to add though.
Yeah, Garland doesn't want to be there. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to play with Mitchell.
You figure the Knicks and the 76ers are the only team that has added something to their team.
True.
What about you, Timmy? What do you think?
When it comes to the NBA,
Yeah.
I let you guys talk.
Oh,
Mixed with my contribution.
He
Dana
thinks-
Barros. There, I have to
I
say
was
it.
gonna
Dana
say
Barros.
Barros.
Dana
He beat me
Barros.
to it.
Dana Barros. Yeah. That's what I think. Dana Barros.
Timmy, Caitlin Clark had her first triple-double this week.
Yeah, baby.
All right, time to go.
Rubber shoes.
On Rubber Shoes is out.
Oh, come back, rubber shoes. We'll stop.
Come
talking.
on, Rubber Shoes.
So grumpy. So set in its
know.
ways. It's great.
She was special in that game, I have to say. And I want to say also that it is not just, even though it is the Caitlin Clark effect that is affecting the W.
Oh God.
Say it again.
Behind the TV behind Corey.
Oh,
I
are
don't
they
know,
showing
but
her?
they're
Oh
doing
no,
Lakers,
can't really see it.
Anniversary Lakers. Nobody cares.
Oh.
Well, rubber shoes cares.
I feel like-
It is not just the Caitlin Clark effect. Tomorrow's Connecticut Sun game, which they're playing weirdly at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. It's camp
like
day,
Marathon Monday.
which is kind of cool. That is sold out. So, they haven't
Are you
sold
going?
out. No, I'm not going. Tickets were like $100. It's the Sun versus the Liberty. I would love to go, but
$100. That's like the back row of the balcony for the Celtics.
it's the back row of the balcony for this game too. It's insane.
Really?
Yeah, super expensive.
How many tickets were sold?
I don't know, 19,000? No, 13,000 maybe.
Was it? I thought it was
Is
9. I
Mohegan
thought I heard-
13,000?
Something like that.
Wow.
Not as much as the Garden, Rubber Shoes. I know what you're getting at. Not as much as
Not
the Garden.
They ripped it down. It's the fleet.
It's the Shamit Center. It's the Shamit Bank.
Grumpy.
They have the naming rights.
Listen, I'm gonna be very nice because I don't want him to do any of those wrestling moves on.
I'll be
break
going
easily.
Friday night, meeting our buddy Matty DeVoe down at Worcester.
Yes, let's talk
Yeah.
about this. So
Yeah, guy.
Maddie DeVoe and Colin are meeting Tyler and Rubber Shoes
Yep.
to go to
What
Rap the
could go
Wrestling.
wrong?
What are you doing? Where is this?
So it's at the DCU Center, formerly the Centrum, or
The Worcester Central.
Formerly.
Yes.
What if
yes.
they rebuild the Centrum?
Yeah.
Are they going to call it the Centrum?
It's the Shamit Centrum. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. So hopefully my son can get out of work early enough that we can meet down there and have some beverage because my son is now 21, so he can partake.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
You look like you're barely 30.
Yeah,
So good.
it's
Wait, when we started this show, wasn't he just graduating high school?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Time flies, man. Holy
Yep.
crap.
So I don't know how old's Colin. He might be 20.
Sure. Colin. Yeah, Colin's just ahead of
Yeah.
Aiden. Yep.
So he won't be
Crazy.
able to. But yeah, so that
Colin's an assumption. I'm sure he's found an ID that has a wrong number on it.
Stumbled on something.
Yeah.
yeah, it should be. It's going to be a great
Consumption
time
University.
Friday night.
I'm sure he found it.
Consumption University.
Great time Friday night, but it's going to be a rough morning Saturday morning.
Yeah,
on the-
because he's
on the
coming.
lakes.
boy.
Rubber Shoes is coming up to South Berwick to whack the balls. Or whacking the balls.
Lots
in
of
South
blueberry lemonades you're going to need for that
Oh,
that golf
lemonade.
outing.
Well,
Don't
can-
forget the marshmallows.
Yeah, let me ask you this: but what is taking place at the DCU Center? Like, what version of grappling?
SummerSlam.
Friday night SmackDown.
Oh, so it's WWE.
yes.
It's on.
Oh, it's the real stuff. All right.
I love all. When you said you're going with Maddie DeVoe, it's so good, so good.
We've been wanting to meet up at an event, and we haven't. This will be the first time we're in the house together.
And where
Pictures,
are
Rubber
you-
Shoes. Pictures.
Where are your seats?
Yes.
Yes.
Mine. I'm the upper. I'm in the balcony.
Oh, you didn't get 4 seats
No.
together.
No, because he was.
You didn't
he
pay
was
for
hooked up.
ringside?
He didn't know that if he thought his son might be getting him tickets for his birthday a couple
Okay.
weeks ago.
Wow, we just
So we-
shoved that person right, Colin right under the bus. Yep.
I just felt it.
Beep, beep. You're running over
Man.
good. Yep.
Rough.
All right. So,
So,
where are
no,
they sitting?
he's in the lower section. We're,
Okay.
We're in the higher section. But I didn't.
Did you get that, Joe and Leslie? He
Mm.
doesn't have good seats.
Yeah.
You don't have,
They don't have
Worcester
connections at
You don't have a
Worcester.
Worcester
No.
Centrum connection
No.
yet?
Nope.
Come on.
Not sponsoring the Woo
The
song.
DCU Center.
Yeah, DCU Center. Amazing. Oh yeah, you got. I need footage of that. I need the four of you.
You
in
should
the
do a
building.
wrap up right from
You need to get
the
drops.
from the
We need to record
wrestling
the
event.
drops so Timmy can put them on his little hotkey button right there. We need Mama Lindsay drops too.
Yeah.
Well, we-
Hearing her voice, I haven't heard her voice in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get an O Timothy and record it.
I should call her back and be like, "Hey, Shirl, you gotta turn down the volume. Cookie Puss is here."
I still don't
Cookie
think
Puss is
they
back in the
never know where
building.
The volume button is on the iPad.
You're making her angry. I'm not going to add to this.
I'm not saying anything. I miss
It's going to
you.
be Christmas
Okay.
2025 before he gets back to Chomps.
Love you, Mama Lindsay.
You tell Rubbish Shoes, I know where the volume is. Well, you never turned it down. Do you hear me? I'm like,
Hey,
throw it into the yard. Throw it into the yard.
I still got to make it over there to
We
watch
need
the
to
game
hear
when
your
I
Red
wanna
Sox
play.
take.
Oh, that's what we need. Yes, we need to send some equipment down to Bentley Lane so you guys can do a broadcast. from the living room.
Yes.
Oh, I could.
Shirl and Rubbish Shoes live.
Oh,
Oh,
make that happen.
imagine the Marconi is calling.
Oh my God. Oh boy.
You
Mhm.
talk to your mom and because I can bring my.
Oh, he's ready for it.
The house set up. Yes.
Make sure you bring some faux food down there, all right?
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, because you have 2 road mics at the house, correct? Correct.
Yep.
Amen.
Oh, there you
And I
go.
have
Oh my God.
the Roadcaster.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can go over and put
It's all coming together.
It's not actually,
No.
because I feel like she'll be watching in real time with the volume up.
We gotta make sure that we're over there after she's
He'll be
done her
there.
makeup.
Rubber Shoes, I can't hear you. I
Yeah,
can't hear you,
gotta
Rubber
let Shirl
Shoes.
know. Yeah, she has to clear
25
hair and
seconds
makeup.
later, she can
She
hear him.
gets so worked up. Yep.
I love it.
It'll be like a
Believe my,
Saturday.
my mom's the same thing.
We
was
love you,
in
Shirl.
the
We
area
love you.
of her house one day, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna pop in." She's like, "Oh, I haven't taken a shower or put makeup on yet." I'm like, "I've seen you without makeup before, all right?"
All right.
Whoa,
she's
where
texting
is
me
this
real
show
time
going?
Uh-oh.
saying, "Good grief, no."
Don't let it happen.
It's time for me to go. I got to get out of here.
No,
On
I'm
that note.
I'm sure she wants to do a broadcast. We'll figure it out. All right, we're gonna wrap up this echoey fiasco. Sorry about the sound on the front end of the show, Adam. We are gonna see you next week. Yes.
You should be. Should be.
Okay. I have no idea what we're doing next. Let me look at the calendar real quick. I love that we do this in real time on the show. by the
Right.
way.
Everybody loves it. I mean,
People
listenership goes up.
absolutely love it. 1,000%. Question for you boys is next.
I'm good Tuesday and Wednesday.
You're not good on a Monday, huh?
I'm at the fire station.
What is anybody good on Monday? Or am I just off the show next week?
I could do. No, Monday's tough.
Okay.
I could do Tuesday or Wednesday. So
Corey.
Tuesday's a no-go for me because I'm entertaining in Oklahoma.
Oh, I don't know.
fun.
I feel like that has to do with assless chaps. So
Oh,
we'll need we'll need
When
an
are we
update.
getting our
We'll
the
need-
mailman merch?
the mailman merch.
I'm actually going out there.
There it is.
Was it
There
he's
it
got
is.
some in his truck right now.
All right. Well, we'll fight about a night next week. We'll be back next week for Adam in Connecticut, for us in the Portsmouth studios, and for Scotty, who's pooping on the 50 in Buffalo right now. We'll be back at it. It's atbshow.com. Joe and Leslie at AAA Work Trucks. Thank you for supporting this fiasco. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Have fun tonight.